Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can make your own channel merch or any clothing line. To start off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down in the description and download the PSD files that I put in there. There's going to be one for a front hoodie and a back hoodie. They're the same hoodie, but one is for the front and one is for the back. You got to download both, and then once you have those, you have to open them up in Photoshop. When you get them up in Photoshop, they'll look like this. There's this one, which is the front, and then this one, which is the back. Once you have them two open, you want to start brainstorming some ideas for what you want your merch to be. So what I did is I looked up YouTube merch so I could see some inspiration for what other creators have done. And I'll put up on screen some of my favorites that I found. You can look at those. You can also just Google search different merch and different clothing designs so you can be inspired by other people's stuff. Once you kind of have an idea in mind, that's when you actually get to the fun stuff. So first, what you want to do is you want to go to dafont.com. So I already have this page open, dafont.com. And what you have to do is you have to look through all these fonts and you want to find a font that you like that will fit your style. So I went through and I found this font. Let me see if I can find it here. It is Raider Crusader, and I think it looks really good. Hold on, with my channel name or just my name, I think it looks really clean and really good. Now the one thing you want to be aware of is if it's free or not. So this one requires a donation, so I wouldn't recommend it because you have to pay for it. Now I didn't pay for it just because I'm not going to be selling this. I'm not going to be creating actual merch from this design. But if you actually want to make merch and buy it, you're going to have to find one of them that says 100% free, because that means you can use it for whatever purpose you want. If it says free for personal use, then the same thing applies with the donation. You can only use it for personal use like I am right now. You cannot sell any products with it on it. So I just play it safe and go with 100% free. So once you do that, you want to download it and you want to install it. And once you have that all set up, I'm expecting you guys know how to download fonts and all that. You want to head back over to these templates. Now for my design, I decided to put it on the back of this hoodie. For my concept, I decided that I want to use a red hoodie. So what I did is I went to this template and I opened the folder, the colors folder. And it gives you all these color options. What you want to do is untick the off-white, which is usually selected, or untick any that are viewed, and you want to click the color that you want to use. So I want to use red, so I'm going to select that. And then what I already did this, but I used one of the fonts that I have. It's called Raider Crusader, as I showed you, but it's the 3D version, so it'll show up like this. And I already did this. So I'm just going to make it visible for you guys, and I just put it centered in the middle on the back. You guys can do whatever you want. If you want to put a logo on the back, if you want to put text on the back, but I like to start off with the back because then that's when people are walking behind you, that's what they see. And I just like focusing on the back first. So once you have this and you like how it looks, I actually put a box around it. Obviously the merch isn't going to be this flat, the lines aren't going to be this flat, and it's not going to be perfect. This is just how I designed it because I was in a pinch and I had to do this really fast, but you guys can spend a lot more time on it if you want. So this is what I came up with. I think it looks okay. So once you have the back, then you want to focus on the front. So what I did for the front is I wanted to make it somewhat plain on the front and just have a little icon. So what I did was I looked up free icons, and I found this website called Flaticon, which you can search for whatever icons you want. So let's say you wanted files and documents, you can look through all these, and all of the ones that are blank around the edges, these are all free. But if you were to go to, for example, dog, and you saw this crown symbol with the slashes through it, that means you have to pay for the premium subscription to get them. So you can only use these ones that are blank and do not have the crown. So the one that I finally decided on after looking through this page was a feather. This feather is actually right here. It's free. So I downloaded that. I clicked these dots and I clicked download PNG. And what I did is I went over to my front, and once again I opened up the colors tab. Hold on. I opened up the colors tab and I checked the red, and I placed the file for this feather in here, and I made it small. Sorry for that. I made it the size that I want to, put it up here, and that was it. I already did all the sizing and stuff, so I'm just gonna make it visible. So this is what I think looks good. I could maybe even rotate it if I want. I could put it like that. That looks okay, and I could leave it like that. And honestly, that's all I did for the front, because I think that looks clean. I might actually make it a little bit more rotated. It all depends on your preference. This actually looks kind of nice. It all depends on what you want to do. Now you can put stuff on the sleeves if you want. You can put some text down the sleeves. You can put some images down the sleeves. But this is just how I thought it looked better, simple and clean like this. And so what I did for you guys is I compiled them into one singular document so you can compare and see what they look like. This is what I came up with. Yeah, I think I like it. Definitely let me know what you guys came up with. I'd love to hear what you guys came up with. So I'll leave my Instagram up on the screen here if you guys want to DM me your ideas that you came up with. I'm honestly really curious to see what you guys come up with. You can let your creativity run wild. You can use your imagination, do whatever you want. Put logos, put pictures, put icons, whatever you want all over this. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. It's pretty simple once you have this template all arranged and everything. You could edit some of these things in here, but I'd recommend just letting it go for now. But if you're experienced with Photoshop, then you go for it. You can look into these, see the patterns, and check it all out. Yeah, because they actually have patterns here that you can use if you want to, but I didn't use any of that. So with that all being said, I'd love for you guys to smash the like button if you enjoyed this. If I get 100 likes on this video, I'm actually going to make a second video about this on how to make these concepts profitable, how to turn them into actual clothing that you can sell for money. There are a bunch of methods that you can do with this, but I think I've mastered the technique for actually making money on this. There's different methods. There's methods that require investments that you have to put money into to get money out. Obviously it's profit, but it requires some money in the first place. And there's other methods that are completely free to do, but can still make you a decent amount of money. So if you guys want to hear about those, make sure to smash 100 likes on the video, and I will come out with that video within a couple weeks of when it hits 100 likes. So if you look at the like count and you see that it's at 0, you see that it's at 10, you see that it's at 50, you see that it's at 99, why not click the like button? I really appreciate it. And also, if you're going to be liking the video, you might as well subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to know that I make this video, because you'll get a notification or it will come up in your recommended. So if you want to see the part 2, or you just want to check out my other content, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace.